Greetings. It's your man, Nicholas Shephard from the Shephard Family Enterprise, Business Administration and Information Systems Consultants. And what I'm here to do today, I'm going to go over a couple of things, but I'm going to go back over some other information that I'm basically is training information I'm composing. But before I get off into that, what I wanted to do is to describe to my clients and my followers, okay, of the topic of business mindset sessions. And I want you to understand something, okay? And this is very important. Um, I want you to understand the fact that there are a lot of people out there running scams, okay? Now, you don't have to understand all scams, anything like that. Now, the purpose of the Shepherd Family Enterprise Business Administration Information Systems Consultants is to weed out the businesses that are scams and put you in sync with legitimate people that have a state of mind of honesty and have a sense direction of where they want to go with their company and how it may benefit you. Okay. Now, this is not a selfish act at all on a business level. This is not a selfish act. We all know that everyone, no matter who they are, no matter what type of business they are into, everyone want to incorporate some type of financial income into their business ideal. Okay. Now, the thing is this: if a person want to do business with you, you must ensure that they are doing business the right way. Now, you can go out and talk to your friends, talk to your family, whatever the situation may be, which is fine. It's okay. But you must get with an experienced business consultant, an experienced business administrator to like weed out the people that are just dreaming. Okay, now I'm not talking about like dreaming and projecting an ideal that is manifesting itself over a period of time and is proven through trial and error within this segment through documentation that these steps were researched, studied, proven, and tested. Okay, those things are very necessary. Okay, and it doesn't, some tests may be random, some tests may be scientific, some tests may be administrative, whatever the basis may be, everything has to be tested. All right, you have to get out there and test. Now, if you are a person that has a business and you're dreaming and you're trying to talk to a client, most likely you're going to fail. All right. And most likely everything you say is going to seem like a scam. You're not going to get customers that way at all. All you're going to do is get street hustlers. All right. Now, if you are serious about starting business, you need to get with the Shepherd Family Enterprise, Shepherd Family Enterprise LLC, Business Administration and Information Systems Consultants. I'll put my website inside of my um, inside of my description, and a couple of blog sites, everything like that. Go out there and check me out, okay? And also some of my business links that I have out there on LinkedIn and Facebook and other things. All right. I am very serious about business consulting. All right. And one thing I do not tolerate, okay, are bullshitters. All right. If you come up to me and you trying to explain to me that you're trying to start a business and you're trying to sell me on an ideal that you are hallucinating that exists, it only exists in your mind, and is basically mockery, it is trickery. I'm gonna I'm gonna be able to I am going to be able to call you out on that. All right, it's plain and simple. Okay, and there's some things I'm going to ask you to see if you're serious. All right. The first thing I want to ask you: do you have a business LLC? Do you have an LLC? All right. Then I'm going to ask you: do you have an EIN number? Then I'm going to ask you if you have a federal tax ID. All right. Then I'm going to ask you: do you have a business website? Then I'm going to ask you: do you have a domain name? All right. Then I'm going to ask you: when is the last time you filed a business tax? Okay. Then I'm going to ask you: do you have a list of directives? Then I'm going to ask you: do you have a list of initiatives? Okay. And objectives and tasks. Okay. Now, if you're talking to me, I must be able to, you calling me or talking to me, those directives or objectives and tasks must include my business name. Okay. There's no random calling. All right. I have a database that I have created. And what I do when I research a company that I want to get in sync with, I pull up a lot of information about that company. Once I pull up that information about that company, I put accurate information in the database, in my database based on that company. I take some notes. I try to do my research. I try to talk to, read up some articles on the business, everything like that. Every business has some type of periodicals, something that they are talking about, something they are doing. I do video documentation and communications. Um, and my choice of platform is YouTube. All right. Because there are a lot of people that go out to YouTube on a daily basis throughout the day and they just searching, and I try to create some type of audience based on person's curiosity. And if they type in my business name, they they will get one of my series, blog sites or series, uh, video names, stuff like that. They can go through there and figure out which one they want to look at, and or they can contact me, and I would direct them to the area that they need to be looking at, so they can get more information about what I'm doing and how I can service their company. Okay, so that is the ball of wax. All right. Um, don't try to BS me, bullshit me. All right, because you're gonna fail. Um, I get a lot of calls from telemarketers. All right, and like every day, I know like 20, sometimes 30. And I have to block a lot of them because I know they're trying to sell me a sales pitch. I'm not saying that they are illegitimate or anything like that, or legitimate. The point is that once you contact me, if I have been listening to the same run on introduction, it's going to turn me off. Okay. Number one, there's a lot of different things that I already have in place in my company. Okay. So if you call, if a person contact me over the phone and I answer the phone, Shephard Family Enterprise LLC, Business Administration Information Systems Consultants, may I help you? If I answer my phone in that manner, don't try to sell me something unless I'm going to benefit from it. Period. Okay. I'm not trying to get no high interest loan. I'm not trying to buy any medical coverage that I already have for my company. I have researched all these different things. I know what I need. I know what I can afford, and I know what I have and what I don't have. Okay. Now, I know that these sales representatives have a job, okay, and their job is to close deals. All right. Well, you have to understand, in my capacity, that's what I do. I have to close deals, but my point of contact is basically in environments that I'm mostly associated with, like at uh, my current midnight employment that I work with a client, and I talk to different other employees around there. Some of them have businesses on the side. Some are trying to start businesses, and that is the direction I give out business cards. Okay, if you are in business, you should always have business cards on you. Always, always have business cards. A structured business card that you can hand to someone, that you can talk to someone. If they need any more information, they can go out to your website. They can research information, or they have a number. If they need to, talk to you about something, and you can direct them to specific videos or periodicals, whatever you want to, so they can read up on what you're doing, or they can sit and listen to your introduction. Okay. Once that has been completed and they decide they want to work with you, they will get back with you. Okay. And you must secure a lawyer. All right. Or have some type of legal documentation that your company has written up so that you can prove to this person that we are doing business together. Okay. Well, it's going to turn into a disaster. It's going to turn into disaster because you have people out there who only want your money. And then once you say okay, and they start working on something, they're going to try to get money from you. Okay, you said this, blah, blah, whatever the situation may be. Okay. And they're going to be pressing you on that. And it's not going to be very welcoming. Okay. So get your business in order. Okay. Get your administrative process in order. And if you're talking to someone on the phone, okay, either have yourself your introduction, some basis of your business outline in front of you, so you can go over these things with the person, and you can actually like either email it to them while you're talking to them, parts and stuff like that, subject matter, and you can end the conversation very quickly. And then if they decide they will continue and would like to work with you, they can. Okay. All right. So um, that is it for this part, and I'm going to go off into a little bit more of my training. Okay, so stand by. Okay, so I am back, and I had to set some things up before I actually started to go through a lot of different other things that we were previously talking about. Okay, I'm trying to get back on track of what we need to be talking about. Okay, so again, thank you for coming out and watching my YouTube video on the topic business mindset sessions. And these sessions are only in place to encourage you or give you some type of ideal what you need to do in order to start working on whatever endeavor that you may put your mind to. Could be an idea. Everything starts off with an ideal, okay? And it is my um, um, the word I'm looking for. It is my purpose is to allow you to see that there are things out there that needs to be created. There are services that need to be rendered. And what I'm trying to do is energize your mind so that you will come up with an ideal that will serve the community in which you live. All right. Now, where the Shephard Family Enterprise LLC Business Administration Information Systems come in is the training aspect of it. Okay. Where I will give you some type of structured guidance, how you can get yourself started, Which what do you need? These are the things I have researched already. These are the things are proven through other vendors and people who actually went out there to a lot of different things and venues to figure out what they need to be successful. And I'm sharing this information with you. Okay. You can go out and do it yourself. All right. But what it is on an administrative level, they're not going to give you any administrative details at all. Okay. It's my um, job purpose is to give you administrative details, help you write up some type of directives, help you write up some projects, put together some projects, some tasks. Um, make sure your initiatives align with your directives and your directives in line with your initiatives so that you can get on your way to promoting a successful business career. Okay. So, again, the what the Shepherd family, what the Shepherd family enterprise does, LLC does. Okay, uh, we create business plans, okay, to fit companies' need, all right, and we help the organization understand organizational charts. We put these things down so you have some type of structured business setup, and we try to within those different setups, we try to create work rules that you can, like, if you walk into a person and you ask them, what they're doing, or you find out they have certain skills, you can actually give them, or you can, uh, the word I'm looking for, you can uh, offer them a position in your company with the structure that you have already created. You know what you want. You need to write what that person is going to be doing, um, what their report ups are. You have to come up with all this information, okay? And then once you get them in the door, you let them list a group of objectives that they want to accomplish while working with you. And you sit down with these individuals and you do some brainstorming, because what you're doing, you're learning. You're not just teaching, you're learning and you're teaching, okay? And you gathering information, you're gathering facts, and you using those facts as references so that you can, promote your business, you promote their ideals to the rest of your business community. All right. That is the whole setup. All right. So now what it is that, like you write up these new requirements in your business, and you're creating a new business, and as you create new business requirements, um, you write up technical requirements as well. So you have to have some sort of system related action, or some type of a technical or administrative process to use on a computer, or whether it's on a phone, whatever the situation, that you can monitor what's being done between the person that you're working with and the clients that you're trying to pull in. You want all this stuff documented. You want to be able to pull this information back. You want this information now analyzed. You have to bring in people who can do that. All these things takes time. I know. But you need to have a business community around you so you can bounce these different ideas off the people to improve your mindset, to make sure that every time that you talk to someone, you have have all your ducks in a row. You have all the information that you need to lock a client down and get them into a capacity of paying you for your services. All right. And not only that, you want to give them some type of reward for retaining you as your services. And and if they introduce or bring in you more clients, you give the percentage of that based on how much that individual is spending. Of course, if a new client come in to spend $100, okay, well, They can't get, 15 cents, $100, but you can give them something. Like probably give them a $25 gift card. You can give them this and that. There's things you can give people to make people want to work with you. Okay. So these are things you need to look at. All right. Okay. So, um, going to my structure here. Okay. What I'm about to show you at this particular time. Okay. In this current session now, you understand is that if you have not started listening to my platform, okay, or you have not been with us from, the day one, you may need to go back, okay, to some of my earlier videos. Um, you can go out here on, on my, you can subscribe to my channel, and then once you subscribe to my channel, um, you can get a wealth of information based on that. Okay, so subscribe to my channel. Once you subscribe to my channel, at that particular time, you will learn that there are a lot of things that you have missed since you were or have uh, may have just started coming to our sessions. Okay, so go to this session here. Okay, and like I say, I can actually put it out there. This is a website here. Just go to Shepherd Enterprise. Just type it in. If you type in SHEP Shepherd Family Enterprise LLC, you might want to go through this right here. This right here. But let's go to Shepherd Enterprise LLC. Once you get that, you'll be brought to this page here. Okay, and anything that I have created, anything that I associate with my organization, you go out here and look at. Okay, and I have all these different videos. Now, my thing is that you need to first of all, you need to listen to my introduction. All right, I have audio introduction and I have a video introduction. Okay, this is a current presentation review of services of my company. All right, that I highly recommend that you look at. Okay, and then you can go off in some of the other state awareness. Is basically a video blog that I have been putting together because there are a lot of people out there who need to know, not only administration business information, but information that keep you thinking in a very structured business manner. Okay, so and that's that. All right, so do that, and once you do that, um, if you decide you want to come back, you can. All right, all right. So let's go on to the next one. Okay, now for those of you that have been following me, um, you know that I have been working on a factoring process, okay, which I have this document here. And let me go here and I want to view my navigation overlay. All right, so, and if, like I say, those of you who just joined it in, if you want to know how to create these type of documents, okay, we can create a tutor on that as well so that you have all that all put in place and everything. But the whole thing is that Um, I have gave these instructions and how to put together documents, everything like that. PowerPoint presentations, everything like that when you're preparing something for your clients. Okay, so um, so anyway, let's keep it moving. So those of you that have been following me, okay, we've been going through our factoring process, and in this, we have been trying to put together some queries that we can use that we can um, evaluate what customers we need to be working on. Okay. Now, um, like I say, this whole process isn't what I'm gonna be working. I'm going to be going through now because it's really not necessary for me to go through it now. What is this? Okay, it's not necessary for me to go now because this right here is in my project management database training. And some of this training here is actually closed off, all right, to the, casual um, um, person that's just wanted to figure out what's going on, all right. But um, this is basically an outline, advanced outline of what we are doing. Okay. Now, another thing is that you have to have some type of business, you have to put together some type of administrative processes. I'm gonna bring out the document. I'm gonna pause this right quick so I can bring it. Okay, so now, um, what I have done, all right. I have listed a group of things that I'm going over with you to let you see how you can go about maintaining a business mindset. Okay. Now, I have documents that I create, right? And these are Word documents that I use to initiate um, a plan of action. And in these plan of actions, what I do basically, I set up some type of um, documented um, pattern of what I need to be doing and how I plan on accomplishing these things over a period of time. Okay. So, and if you look at this here, okay, I've been doing stuff since, 2020. I've been documenting, but I have things further back than that. But due to system situations and me learning about the systems, and I lost some information, I had to start over, everything like that. Okay. But here or there, whenever I start on a different, I start on a new initiative, I usually start a different document, okay? And these initiatives are based on a lot of different things. It's based on my database structure, how I'm going about dealing with clients, how I'm dealing with new customers, how I'm dealing with people who come to me and ask me about business opportunities or try to introduce business opportunities to me. I had to come up with some type of structured system that I can keep these individuals on track, because what people would do, they will tend to start talking to you about things that has nothing to do with their overall, excuse me, their overall plan, right? Their business ideas are all over the place, right? Their effort is all over the place. They just come up with dreams, and none of these dreams are documented. So, what I've done, I created, uh, a training platform. All right, and it's under how the top is how to have a business mindset. Okay, which uh, you see here, and in this business mindset session, the whole purpose of this is to allow you to gain a better understanding of what you need to do in order to be successful. Okay. Now, I have a slew of documents that I have that I maintain information, and I use that information as tools to talk to clients. Okay. So I could always have a reference point and I have an exit point, how I'll go about bringing in a person into a discussion, and then at what level will I actually terminate terminate that that line of communication based on either the the services that I'm giving that person has ended, or I exhausted my business communication with this person, and selling this person an idea. Okay, because I'm not going to go on for days and days and days trying to convince a person they to work with me. And as I'm trying to work with them, they're trying to, get me to buy into something that's really non-existent. Okay, you have to start somewhere. Okay, so I put together some of these training sessions right here, and one of the things that I put together is these list initiatives, and these lists of initiatives are basically um, an ideal. All right, and this is something that I use as a training tool to get people to understand where we need to be and how we going about getting there. Okay, so there's a lot of different things we need to go over. All right, number one, you must have initiatives. Okay, and if you don't know initiatives, maybe you go out to YouTube, you can push it out there. It's like that. Okay, so what it is, you can just type and say, what are initiatives? Okay, and you will get a descriptive ideal. What an initiative is the ability to access and initiate things independently. Okay, those are initiatives. And the second definition is the power or opportunity to act or take charge before others do. Okay, so you have to have a list of initiatives. Okay, so and what I have here in my document, and I have it also in my work document. All right, all these are lists of initiatives. Okay, and these are things I am working on. These are things I have to accomplish. And this is more of a very business structured um, setup here. I've been working on this for like a couple of many years, so I can always go back and look at certain things and review different things and things I went over a period of time. You need to do the same thing, but in order to set this up, you have to be in a mindset to be able to structure something like this, and this has become your business Bible. All right. So, the first thing, have a list of initiatives. And list initiatives could be like, okay, give an example. I want to start a business. That's an initiative. That is an initiative. All right. Now, you have to, okay, if you want to start a business, you have to create, you say, I want to start a business. That's the first initiative. That could be one. All right. Start a business. Now, the directives of that is what type of business that you want to start. So you start listing a list of directives, okay? And I have here says, okay, the initial purpose of these implemented directives are to ensure all steps created are completed and ordered processes are followed until the end of the task or project phase. All right. And it says here the Shepherd Family Enterprise LLC has implemented these directives so that if any breakdown of an initial step is viewed, that it is viewed. Okay, I didn't put any a lot of comments in here. Okay, that error can be revised if necessary or recreated. Okay, some say or re-corrected. Okay, um, so these corrective actions, what we're going to call them corrective actions, right? May have a list of variables that will be explained later on before the end of this training session. So you have to have some type of directives. If you talk to someone, you must know the direction that you're going. And it can't be all over the place. It must be a structured ideal where you want to be in this time frame. It can't be open ended. You say, okay, within 3 months, I want to have these individuals locked in doing this particular assignment or this particular job. You must have these directives and these objectives. Okay, so then will be your objectives. Your objectives are a list of tasks that will be initiated by one team member, okay, by one team member or a group of team members that will be used to determine an assignment and the expected or possible end results assigned to a person or a group of people within a team setting. Okay, then you have the types of objectives. I'm not going to put the types of objectives because you know we them are examples that we will incorporate in later discussions, training discussions. But right now, what I'm doing is giving you an overview of what needs to be set up, what needs to be initiated before you can move forward as far as creating a business and trying to get some type of solid foundation in who you are within your organization. Okay. Now, the next thing would be tasks. All right. Now, what are tasks? Tasks are a group of systematic processes and steps designed to implement to ensure that all or most objectives are completed in their assigned length of time allotted. So, you have your list of directives, you have your initiatives, you have your directives that support your initiatives, you have objectives that support your directives, and each directive and each initiative, right, will have different directives. Okay, and each directives, okay, will have different objectives. Each objectives will have different, you know, whatever, directives. So you may have multiple objectives, and under these objectives, you may have a lot of directives in these, but see, the directives will point to these objectives, all right, within your initiatives, all right. My initiatives are set up. I have my directives, my objectives, my tasks, and my training. So my initiative, I may have I number them out, whatever I want the number to be, case number to be, or project number to be, whatever I want. And then within the directives, I have, okay, this case number, right? And this case number will have what these initiatives are, what these initiatives are, what's the plan of action, everything like that, and um, what are the end results based on these different things, and how we go about doing it. The planned ideal, how we go about doing it. Then we have objectives. Our objectives will be, all right, what we need to do is contact these organizations, we do these businesses, we need to go out there and find out information. Okay, we need to get together and have these meetings and find out, what's out there, whatever it may be. All right, and these things are time sensitive, time restricted. It could be 3 months, a month, whatever. And then you have your task, right? Now, in your task, you will point out certain individuals, say, this is your job, this is your job, this is your job, this is your job. Okay. And the objectives within these tasks, all right, because you can have objectives and tasks. These objectives in these tasks, you must pin them down to what the expected exhaust the results will be in this time frame. Okay, and you must get with these individuals within these tasks that's assigned these tasks, right? So that we know and they know what needs to be done. Okay, now within these tasks, what you would do, you would create projects. All right, this whole thing is a project. All right, but within these tasks, you create projects. Now, once you start creating projects within these tasks, okay, you can have multiple projects. This team here, this team has its tasks. These are their project. This is the project at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, the task number two, team B would do this. These are the projects. Boom, 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 and this is all that. It can be very extensive. All right, but you have to have some type of structured idea what you need to be doing, and someone has to be responsible of what's going on, and they must have some type of administrative process and how they're going about doing it. Okay, you just don't randomly go out to people and start talking to people trying to sell ideas to them, and you don't have paperwork in your hand. Okay, the second thing is that if you center your people out, all of them should have the same business logo, all of them should have the same business name, and and then they have their name on that business card, all right, and a main number that they can call, and then they have their name and their personal number. You understand, on that card. You understand, business calls only. All right, you must have that direction. You must give some these individuals something to look at and say, okay, um, and give them 2 or 3 cards. All right, Okay, here go. I'm gonna give you two cards. So they may get it. They might, put it aside. They'll look at it. They may hand it off to somebody. Whatever the situation may be. Some people may research and find out, "Ah, I don't think I need it." They may toss it. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the point is getting as much information out there about your organization, about your company, your efforts to as many people as you can. So as people start communicating and with ideals and their resources, they will say, "Hey, listen, I've been hearing about this, this organization, this company, this agency that's, a couple of years ago, and they seem like they're doing pretty good. Let's give them a call." That is the end game. That is the end, the results. You want them to call you, all right? And then once they call you, you must have a plan. You must have plan of action, how you go about servicing this company, all right? And it has to be solid, and you have to have different variables within that plan of action, or else they're not going to use you. You have to be very flexible within means of your capabilities in your company, all right? So that is it. Now, the next thing you will like to do is implement some type of training. Now, training is always ongoing. You can always come up with different things and ideals and different solution or problems or dead ends where people reach the level of incompetence. It happens to all of us. It happens to me, happened to President of the United States, senators, everyone. They reach the level of incompetence. So they have to go out and find individuals that can update them or inform them of any strategies they need to learn, okay, or be exposed to. So when they go out the next time, they won't, meet this wall of incompetency, okay? So you must create some type of training. Now, how can you start creating training for people who do not know a direction or don't have a skill set? One thing is to create a quota, all right? And when you create a quota, you say, okay, now I think that you need X amount of time, all right, on the field, and you need to be work with this person, okay? And at the end of this period, I'm expecting you to be able to do this independently, okay? Now, first of all, you're gonna go out there and you're gonna do this. That call, it could be cold calls, direct contact, reply, reply calls, whatever. Be organized meetings, whatever that your section or your team is tasked to do. Okay, you set that information up. Everyone gets together, and then they set up these different training scenarios so that these people can get up to speed. Your people get up to speed. Okay, and then you have communication training, and those things um, is a is something all in within itself. You can set up skits. You can do one-on-one training, communication techniques, and then if you need to go outside of that, you might have to take up courses, might pick up books, whatever the situation is, to get your communication skills up to par, so that you can effectively um, you, distribute a message, a direct message to a person that is of interest without losing their attention. And the time that you talk to the individuals, okay, has to be restricted. You can't have a long conversation with individuals. The conversation you have with the individual have to be blunt, straightforward, straight to the point, and then see what the response may be. You do a follow up, a statement, ask them for they have any questions. What do they think? Whatever it may be, to wean off that, and then you go ahead, you leave them with a good handshake or thank you very much for your time, and you keep moving. Okay, don't change an introduction into a 30-minute conversation. It's BS. It's bullshit. Okay. Okay. So that's about it. Okay. So dealing with that particular scenario. Again, what I'm explaining to you is that you need to get a lot of information together. And I can't stress enough that you have to create a document if with a plan of action every day, have a plan of action every day. Okay, what you're going to be doing that day, so you can go back and find out what did you do, what did you fail at. It can be on a spreadsheet. I use a Microsoft Word document to utilize my efforts, my daily efforts. Some of them may pan off. I may take a day off, 2 weeks off, whatever situation, depends on what's going on in my personal life. But on the business level, I document the things that I do. I try to make sure everyone is informed of what I'm doing. I can always go back and see what I was doing. And then once I do that, I can pretty much go back and, you know, s- start back up where I left off. Okay. All right. Okay, so now what we doing, we're gonna go over a couple of things right now, and basically what I'm going over right now is me putting everything into perspective. All right, so we have went over a lot of different things. A lot of different things are basically this is very important. Okay, and you must understand no matter what you do in your business career or what you may be thinking, there's a lot of things need to be done, all right, before you go out and try to represent who you feel your position may be within the business community, or if you're talking to clients or random people that you feel that needs to assist you in your business endeavors. Okay, you must have a structured conversation. You must have opportunities available to these individuals with a plan of action. Um, there's so many different things you need to do because all you're going to do is think. All you're going to do is make individuals think that it's a scam, all right? And if it's a scam, people will be able to determine this, and you will turn them off, and they will tell everyone that what you're doing is a scam, and you will be ruined, all right? And everything that you do, anything you try to create, will be stigmatized by that whole ideal of your initial contact to that individual, okay? Have your stuff together: business cards, LLC, EIN, business bank account. Have brochures, okay? Um, like I'm going to show you something right quick. That I have. Um, Let me see here. Okay, so I have a brochure. Okay, and let me break this small. Okay, so I have a brochure. Okay, and in this brochure, and I'm gonna see if I can make it a little bigger. I don't know how long big it's allow me to make it. Okay, and in this brochure, I have a lot of different things. Now, I hand these brochures out. Okay, and the brochures is kind of expensive to make. You can go someplace, it depends, but you just want to have something available so that these individuals have something to hold. And you create these brochures, and you attach your business card to it, put staple your business card in it. Or you can, like, within these brochures, you can have some type of buy like 3 or 4 gift cards, man. And you know, like every 10th one, you give out a gift card. Anything that will get a person to contact you, you won't have to spend money. Okay, so these right here are my. This is my. And they fold up, and you know um, trifold, and I have all the different things that I have available and how they can contact us. Of course, it's emails, not the email that I would use, but I have a different email. But I use this right here. I have my email is Shepherd Family Enterprise LLC at shepherd.enterprise.com. This right here is just an old, it's just 2017. I haven't updated, that one yet, but that's what you need to do. Okay. So, that is it. Okay. In a nutshell. Again, I'd like to thank you very much for coming out and listening to us. And if you have any questions, make sure you reach out to us and go out to our business website at www.shepherdfamilyenterprise.com, or you can go out to our business blog, which I will be listing inside the descriptions and all the other information you need to know. Okay. Again, thank you very much, and thank you for listening and watching my training material for the Shephard Enterprise LLC, Business Administration, and Information System Consultants. Thank you.